Wow. Matt Olson literally leads the National League again in home runs right now with 13 and 33 RBIs, 35 runs scored, and a 685 slugging, and a 1,077 OPS plus. Honestly, he's doing really good for the Braves ever since getting traded to the Braves and then signing that long-term extension with the Braves. He's been really good for the Braves, and honestly, I think that was a really good move by the Braves, even though it was hard to say goodbye to Freddie. But I also wanted to talk about Freddie. Freddie Freeman was an Atlanta Brave for life. He was going to be until the end of that season when they won the World Series. They didn't even make contact with him. They didn't even give him a contract offer. They didn't even give him a deal that Freddie wanted. And I understand that teams don't want to give a long-term deal to that kind of aging player, but it's Freddie Freeman, for God's sake. And also, I wanted to say this. Freddie Freeman was an amazing player for the Braves. There's no doubt about that. Because Freddie Freeman knew how to fix his swing, his offense, defense, and how to help the Braves win. And he was clutch. And he was a MVP for them. And also, he brought a championship back to Atlanta for the first time since moving over to Atlanta. And honestly, guys, Freddie Freeman was one of the best players in baseball. But I know this. When the Braves made that trade with the Athletics for Matt Olson, I knew it was over between Freeman and the Braves. I instantly knew. But it was shocking, and I couldn't believe it. But when the Braves got Matt Olson and signed him to that 8-year, $174 million extension, that was really the big kick to the boot. But Matt Olson has had an amazing career with the Braves since leaving the Athletics. His first year with them, he had over 34 home runs. Then the second year, he had over 30 home runs again. But then the third year, he had 54 home runs. 55. The most by a Brave in the regular season in franchise history. He became the home run leader in franchise history for the most in a regular season by an Atlanta Brave since Hank Aaron and Chipper Jones and Andrew Jones. And that was amazing history that Matt Olson made. And I really couldn't believe that he did that. And since then, Matt Olson has been an amazing player. Yes, he's had some injuries, but ever since that 54 home run season, he still has been dominating with over 30-plus home runs and over 150 RBIs in that span. And he has a 290 average in that span. And I want to say this. Since the Braves got Matt Olson, that was honestly the right move. And they've had an amazing start to 2026 with staying healthy, but also dealing with some injuries too. And I want to say this. The Braves are one of my favorite teams, and Matt Olson is one of my favorite players from them. And it would be great to see the Braves win a World Series with Matt Olson, Acuna, Ozzie Albies, Drake Baldwin, the reigning Rookie of the Year, Michael Harris Jr., and Austin Riley, and Acuna, I said, and somebody else. But also, it's just I want to see the Braves win. And the Braves are one of my favorite teams, and Matt Olson deserves to win a World Series. He really does. Comment down below what you guys think about how I broke down about Matt Olson leading the league in those stats for the National League right now, and about how he came over from the Athletics and brought his amazing leadership and his offense to the Braves and then signed that deal, and about how I broke down about how the Braves not signing back Freddie Freeman. But yeah, Matt Olson had an amazing career with the Braves. There's no doubt about that. And he'll be remembered for bringing that World Series championship back to Atlanta. And he's one of their best players of all time in franchise history. But Matt Olson and Freeman have this in common. They want to win, and they don't give up. And they both take more time for their families instead. And I want to say this. Thank you, Matt Olson and Freeman, for everything you do for the game of baseball. And also, Matt Olson has amazing leadership. He helped a bunch of kids that have ADHD and autism and Down syndrome and all kinds of disabilities be able to get into the schools that they want and be able to get the baseball supplies to play baseball and everything else. He never gives up. He always wants to do what's for the best of his teammates and his team and the fans. He doesn't care about himself. He cares about helping others. Comment down below your thoughts.